Hey, it's Monday night, Fish and Liquor. We're going to be making Res Bucks. He's a good friend of mine on Facebook. Add him, talks to me all the time, gives me helpful hints. Great videos he posts sometimes they're a little crazy. But anyway, he's a good guy, I think. Anyway, tonight we're making a fish stew with Fish and Liquor over here. You know, every now and then we make something out of fish, you know, sometimes it's steak, lobster, crab, ramen noodles, you know, whatever. Tonight we got vodka, and I was just, hold up. Felt like I was having to yell at everybody, you know, and you know, tonight we're making fish stew over here at Fish and Liquor, and we got some vodka and some beer going there, and that's good, because the whole weekend I almost went dry on everything. I was like, fuck, I can't get the buzz, man, you know, do it, please. So anyway, we went to Walmart today, got a lot of stuff to tell you about. You know, the car parts and shit. I've been having problems with that shit. So I did a little prep work tonight. The hardest thing to cook about this dish is fish stew. Use any kind of fish you want. I know a guy that uses canned fish. Just throws that shit in there. But anyway, I wouldn't do that. I'd get some solid fish, some catfish, some flounder, some cod. You know, that stuff's all at Walmart, no problem. Just go pick it up. Whatever you want. So the hardest thing to do is to cook the celery. You know, you got to cut that all up and shit and put it in the pot and let it, you know, boil for an hour or so. You know, so I already done that in my prep work. And the beauty of my new videos is my music's working, and it don't matter. I don't have to rush into this shit. The fucking thing will record for like 2 days or some shit. It ain't got a memory chip in it, so I like that. That's a nice feature, but I screwed up. But anyway, the YouTube channel. So that's all cooked now. So there's a few ingredients to this recipe. Vegetable broth or chicken broth. What do you want? You know, either way, you can use beef broth. I don't know. But you get a couple of those. Some nice mushrooms there. I grabbed some squash. You know, I was looking around for shit. Some onions. Real important, this little thing right here, Red Gold, my favorite product. They sponsor my cooking show, Fish and Liquor, tomato paste. Just one little can of this will do you. And I happen to have these peppers that are going to go bad, even some Colombian, they call them signature sweets. You know, pretty good value for, you know, what you get. It's kind of tasty, not too hot, but tasty peppers. So what I gotta do now, oh look, they got mold and shit on there. Look at that shit. What the fuck? I got a few with mold on it, so that's bad. You can't use those. Woo, the cooking show's gonna be good tonight, man. We got vodka and mold shit going on up in here. Alright. That's good, I threw them away. I hope the dog don't try to get them. But I'm gonna rinse these off. I think they're gonna be alright. I don't think they're moldy on the inside, you know. It's got a little mold on the outside. That's what I mean. I knew they was going bad. Now, these are perfect. Nothing wrong with these two. That's like weird, man. Why did two go? Well, you know, who knows? You know, why did two go south and the other two fine? What's up? I'm just gonna put these in there, you know. You know, because a lot of dudes, man, worked all day to pick these things. You might as well use them if they're usable. It kills you, buddy. I just called 911. Shit. I'll be here in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll be here in 20 minutes. Alright, now I can't find a knife. I did all my dishes and can't find a knife. What the fuck? Alright, so I'm gonna cut these up live on YouTube there. This is live coming to you right now on YouTube. Whenever you decide to look at it. Remember always, send your postcards and your video cards. This is my good friend Charlie Belt right there. He's the lead singer of the baddest band in the land called Twin Soul. And this is Anna Monica Schmidt right here. She's from Germany, a good friend of mine. Most beautiful girl in the world I've ever seen. Anyway, make sure you send your postcards and your video cards over here, and we'll put you on a wall of flame. You know, we'll put your face right here, and then further cooking shows, we'll mention you in that show. You know, just you subscribe to our page and say, hey, why don't you cook this? So we decided to try it. We'll put you on the wall of fame and mention you in that show. Anyway, I got George Lynch radio. Oh, let me tell you what happened at the damn junkyard today. So last night I was up all night still trying to get this fucking part. I never quit. If I need something, I'm go. I'm getting it. So I found a junkyard. Called the dude at 5 o'clock in the morning. Answers the phone. He said, I'm sleeping. I was like, well, shit. I was just gonna leave a message. I thought it was a business. So when I went over there today, he said, well, take the dude out there and tell him, you know, what part you need, you know. So we go out there and we get the part almost off the car, and I was like, no, the bushing busted on that. And I was looking. I couldn't really tell if it was busted or not until he unhooked it. And I was like, fuck that. And so I went back over there and said, look, man, I might even buy it even though it's broke. How much you want for it? And he goes, $50. And I'm like, fuck that. The new one on the internet, a brand new one, is $85. And I already told his wife that. You go $50. I'm like, So I got out there and went to Walmart and got me a card. Somebody told me, one of my good friends told me that he thought that you had to have a PayPal account to order something off of eBay, which is bullshit. Don't listen to that guy. You know who you are. Anyway, he's one of my best friends. He always tries to hook me up. Anyway, so where was I? Oh, so I go to Walmart and get the card. And what I'm scared about these cards, man, these cards suck. Because if you try to activate one on the phone, it's like trying to, you know, get the president to come over for, you know, a quick brunch. You know what I mean? It's fucking impossible. So I did it on the internet tonight, and it still was a bitch on the internet, but not as bad as trying to do it on the phone. So anyway, I did that. Then I got my ass on eBay real quick to see if I could buy that fucking part on eBay, because a lot of people told me you can't without a PayPal. Bullshit. It had an option at the top that said Visa, MasterCard, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I got my part ordered, and that's the main thing. That's a big relief. I've been worried about that for fucking 2 weeks, man. God, it's still not over. It won't be over till the part's here. It's going to take 4 or 5 days for the part. And I knew this beginning, man. Like, fuck. Any day is another 2 days I got to wait for that fucking part. So while I cut these peppers, I just wanted to tell you what was going on in my life over here a little bit. You know what I mean? That's a big relief. I might sleep better tonight. The other night I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning looking on Craigslist for a fucking part. And damn, there was one right around the corner. I said, holy Jesus, this is a sign from God. Guess what? It wasn't. It cost me $14 in gas, a couple hours worth of time, and I didn't get shit. But I learned something. I learned that you can buy something on eBay without a PayPal account. I sure enough learned that. That was an expensive lesson. Thanks, guys. Next time you want to get somebody advice, make sure you know exactly what you're talking about. Because there might be a dumb motherfucker out there like me that'll take your word for it. Alright, I cut my peppers up. Check this out, man. There's a lot of peppers right here. Bam! Yes, I'm still bitching. This is Saila'h Jerry up in the house making fish stew. And this shit is the awesomest stuff you ever put in your fucking mouth. And I wouldn't bullshit you. I wouldn't bullshit you. So I'm going to drop that in the pan right there. That's like that. Oh, my remote's sitting right over here in the sink. That's good, Jerry. Be drinking and trying to make a video and lay your remote right in the sink. I told you it's going to be good night. I feel better already. I'm a little bit more relaxed. Can you tell? Anyway. I'm still cooking. So I got these portobellos. What you always want to do with portobellos, because you don't know how long they've been sitting on the shelf, is at least rinse them real good with some water and kind of wipe them off and stuff like that, you know. Meanwhile, that's kind of soaking a little bit. I'm going to cut some, I got me some expensive onions, you know, the sweet ones. I put some in my little Honda Element earlier when I was at work. Oh shit. Here's the deal. I went up to work today to get my CNI glasses because I knew I was going to have to fuck with that card shit. You know, I was like, man, I better have some glasses for that because this is going to be hard enough. Anyway, I got to work. Oh shit, I can't get into that story. Anyway, we're just cutting We're just cutting onions, you know, this is part of it. You know, when you got a cooking show, you got to actually get in there with your hands and your knees and your knife, and you got to, you know, start cutting up shit. Now, I done put carrots, celery off in there. I think I overcooked my celery a little bit, but anyway, it won't matter. Telling you, this is a nice hearty thing. You want to like get you some crackers or some nice pieces of bread, French bread, or any kind of bread you really like, and that's about all you need is just soup and some bread, and that's real hearty, real healthy for you. It's got all the goodies in there that you need, you know. So, that's over here. Anyway, hold on. Let me throw this in the chat. That way I can chop my money. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. So what's going on? Oh, wait. Hey, Baltimore's burning. That's right. I just heard that through the grapevine. You know, what do they call it? The face vine? Anyway, Baltimore's on fire, you know, and I don't live there, and I don't know what's going on with the people, but I know a lot of things, and I know that the government ain't a lot for anybody to make it illegal for a father to discipline his child, so he's going to have renegade children, okay? Then there's not enough jobs for everybody, so everybody's like just hanging out at lunch, you know, pissed off already. Then they got cops shooting dudes, just, you know, and I guess they got it because there's just too many motherfuckers shooting at the cops. See, y'all don't know how it's going over there. That stuff seems to never make the news anyway. Should. Anyway, I don't know, man. It's just like, whoever lives in the city and didn't see that shit coming needs to have their head examined. Because I knew that, you know, when I was like 10 years old. You want to get out of the city if you can, because it's, you know, too many motherfuckers running around here pissed off and crazy. And you don't know where they even came from. They could come from Texas or somewhere. Just call them terrorists. Anyway, we got people blowing up federal buildings and all that kind of shit, man. Come on. Give me a break. I always used to run for the hills to get me a place somewhere in the country. And by the way, I'm selling mine real cheap, so that's what I do. Because I'm going further into the country to, you know, where there's less and less of this bullshit. Hopefully I can make a living there. I think I can. I got a boat. I just take people out on a boat, you know. Take them out on a boat, show them a good time, you know. I gotta make a living at that, no problem. I could even work on people's boats, you know, if I needed some extra money. I'd say, hey man, you want me to polish the boat up for you, you know? He's like, yeah, man, that'd be great. Right. I gotta be a little careful now. It looks like my pot's filling up. I don't know if y'all can see that, but my fucking pot, I got these baby bella mushrooms. If you can pop them in there. I gotta carve them up just a little bit, but, wait, Buck Red Boats is sawing them up. Yeah, we sawing them up. They don't take long. You just chop. Anyway, back to the boat. Yeah, man, make a living on the boat, taking people fishing. How about that? Now that'd be a dream come true. I could go fishing and make money. Damn, that'd be cool. There's a lot of people doing it. You know what I mean? Why ain't I doing it? That's what I'm doing. Why can I do it? They're doing it, making money. You know. Yeah, that's one of the things. Like going on a trip, man. The hardest part's the first step, and then, you know, it just, everything winds up good. Alright, putting the mushrooms in there. That's a lot of stuff. I'm not even going to put that squash in there now because it's already full. And, you know, that's crazy. So now, put the mushrooms in. Now I'll put the vegetable stock. Swanson's 100% organic, you know, all that shit. Yeah. If you're going to splurge on something, that's all you do. Then you put the fire back on to it, right there. You just turn it all the way to the right, full blast, you know. And, you know, put the lid on there, right there, and just let it go for about 30 minutes or so. Come down, turn it down, let it simmer. And that's pretty much it. Oh, you gotta put the tomato paste in. I'll do that, you know. Well, fuck, I'm gonna do it now because we're on camera. You gotta finish the dish, man. You gotta be professional about this shit, man. Oh, I forgot the fish. Forgot the fish. Hold up. Hold on, man. We're gonna get it. Okay. What you do is you get your can opener. Bam. Bust that little sucker open. That's gotta go in there. You gotta have a little tomato paste in there. Buck Red Buck said that. And I followed his recipe, and I'm not gonna doubt him. He knows what he's doing. I've seen some other stuff he cooks. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Got a YouTube channel over there. And by the way, I just got me a YouTube channel. I had one a long time ago, but I never did much on it. I put a couple of videos on it. I got the password on it. So, you know, feel better. My little car part will be here within 4 or 5 days, hopefully. And then we'll be back in the 2007 Honda. Now the Mustang, let me tell you about the Mustang now. I had to drive it on the highway 15 miles, and then get up on another highway for another 50 miles, and then drive about 45 miles back to my house. And I'm telling you, man, it never missed a beat. It sounds like a bumblebee nest. It's kind of, you know, two bumblebees flying next to each other. That's what it sounds like when you're going down a road. Two bumblebees flying, you know, it's got a whoa, 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 you know, that's the exhaust going. They're blending in. Pretty cool. And it's tight steering. The whole front end's been rebuilt on that son of a bitch, man. It's just good on the highway. On these country roads, you know, they move you around a little bit, but Mustang, if it is off somewhere in the steering and things, the steering wheel's been rebuilt already and all this shit's been rebuilt, but if it is off a little bit, it's in those little adjustments that are underneath the car when you align a car. You know, you have to know where they were set, and then that's when it gets tricky, getting the perfect alignment. But man, on a good highway, it's dead on, real reactive. You want it to do something, it's going to do it. There's no slack in that steering wheel. Anyway, I like to serve this dish with some good old bread. You know, it's about the best bread I could get around here. You know, Walmart. You know, $1 a loaf, pretty big loaf, so not too bad. I got some crackers. Sometimes I want crackers, sometimes I want bread. If I got real butter, I like bread. If I realize I don't have no butter, then I don't like to get crackers. You know, it's some fucking. You know, I try to walk out now. So I put everything in there but the fish. I already got it on turned on high there, you know. And by the way, I'm listening to George Lynch Radio on Spotify. It's good. Anyway. Whew, I didn't smoke a cigarette this whole episode. I usually smoke 2 to 3. I kind of just wanted to get it over with this episode because I had to cook anyway. I just really wasn't in the mood. I'm still all banged up about the car part and shit. So anyway, I said, well, I gotta make it anyway. I might as well make a video. So here's my catfish. I got a bag of catfish right here already thawed down now. I'm gonna put that in there and give it the old smell test. You know, right at first, you know, smells clean. You know, they say that's bad when it smells good because that means it's already been cleaned and bleached and everything from the factory, which they gotta do otherwise. You know. So anyway, I'm going to drop that in there, just like that. This is the best way to cook fish in a soup because you don't have any other breading, and that's all you got to do is drop it in there. I mean, you don't have to bread it, you know, you just drop it in. Done. You know, and these soups are great. I thought it was funny too when I first heard fish stew. Now my buddy makes it with that canned fish. I'm like, fuck, that's crazy. So I had some fish and I tried it. I'm like, man, that's a good dish. Well, anyway, this is Saila'h Jerry. No squash Monday. No squash in my soup Monday. Anyway, I'm out. Shalom. You have a good week.